So VMware has made a new high today, and we detected unusual options activity as well. And so we want to find out, based on these unusual options, is VMware going to continue to make higher highs, or will it pull back? And if you aren't aware, there is a deal going on. This is a Broadcom deal where they might be doing a deal with VMware. And so this is potentially why it is rising. There is this potential approval by the Europeans, the EU, to approve this deal with VMware. That is coming up maybe within this month, because these unusual options are being done for the July 21s. And so you'll see here these 6 sets of 4,000 unusual options activity, right? So we're going to analyze what this means and whether or not this is bullish or bearish. So let's get right to it before the market closes. Okay, so this is, you'll see here, this is 214.09, 214.09. So these 104 strike calls and the 155 calls are part of the same trade. Okay, and also you'll see this over here, the 145. This is 54-second mark here. This is the same as well. So that's 8,000 at the Julys. And then now we have this June 16th, these 140 strike calls, okay? Because that's today, right? And when we take a look at that, you'll see that the 140 over here, the open interest here is a lot greater. And since it expires today, we believe this is a closing order. Okay, so this is closed, and now they're opening these new trades for July, expiring 35 days away. And you'll see here 8,000, right, at these strikes, greater than the open interest here. Okay, 155 and the 145, right? So we believe they are buying the 145 and selling the 155. And so when you analyze this trade, you can see that this is a bullish vertical call spread. As the price of 140 goes up, this will become more profitable, since this is going to be above the 0 line on the profit loss y-axis. Anything above is profit, anything below is a loss. So this is telling us that some large investor with a lot of capital, because that was 8,000, so $305 for these contracts, 8,000 of them, that is $2.4 million here, right? And so it's telling us that they believe something is going to happen that is going to break this bullishness, continue to break it, right? Because if we look at the 3-year, you'll actually see that we are close to a 3-year high too, 144, right? So they're thinking this is going to break this 3-year high here, right? That this is going to go higher. And so these unusual options are bullish, and they could possibly know more information than we do, because there is this upcoming deal coming up. So maybe it is insider information, but we can trade it because this is public information, right? If it is an insider, what they do is illegal. But what we are doing, we're looking at the public data on the options time and sales. And so we can trade based off of that information. We will not necessarily trade the same trade, because this has a negative 2.7 theta decay. Because if they're wrong, we could, and the stock doesn't move because we're at a strong resistance, this option trade will lose value completely all the way. And so we will not be trading it like this. This is at an oversold situation here, so it is very risky at this at that kind of a trade, and so that also is possibly an indication that there is some insider trading, because they are taking a very risky trade buying into this when this stock is already being oversold and very strongly at a resistance level here, right? So this 143 today, 0.9, right, was the high it made today. It has come down to 140 now, right? Okay, so if you are interested in other stocks, because to be successful in trading or investing, you need to diversify your portfolio. We do analyze other stocks as well in our membership program, where we have exclusive videos for our members. Click on the join button on our channel homepage or on this video. You can learn more. We also have exclusive videos on how to trade, not based on these unusual options. We have a different type of trading strategy that uses the direction and uses different strategies. We don't follow and base it exactly on these trades, because as I mentioned, this is a risky trade, but we have different strategies where we can reduce our risks and increase the reward, so a better risk to reward ratio. So if you're interested in that as well, click on the join button, and as usual, please smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't. Take care, everyone.